Two local individuals have put in the work to bring a little light and hope to our community through their new book, Flourish in God's Garden. We have it for you today here in today's Page Turners. We're excited to welcome authors Chloe Merkel and Addison Collins. Glad to have you guys here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
To be here.
Yes, this is so cool. You guys are amazing. Just graduated high school there in Mahomet, and of course, naturally, you come out with a book. That's quite impressive. So let's talk about where this idea of wanting to publish Flourish in God's Garden.
So Chloe and I actually met at a Christian concert and just connected through that, and eventually we started doing a Bible study together. And we just kind of thought, well, what would we want our sisters to, look forward to and do with their friends and be able to make a faith-based relationship just like we did. So that's kind of where the main idea came from for this book.
Okay, and then what was this process like saying, okay, now we have the idea. What did it look like from there? Because obviously it's a hard process.
Yeah, it was actually really natural, and I mean, just as our friendship flourished so naturally, the book did as well. And I feel like the whole time God was just speaking through us, and there was never a point where we were like, oh, can we really do this? Like, is this the right thing? It was just, the process was honestly so easy and natural for the both of us.
Wow. Okay, so how did that work? Was it like, okay, I'll tackle this day or I'll tackle this week? Like, what's the format of the book and how did you guys divvy it up?
So we at first we were kind of just adding here and there, and then it just worked out that I was better at doing some of these days, and she was great at doing some of these days. So we divvied it up just kind of based off of what our strengths were for this book, and it just flowed really naturally. I did a day, she did a day, and we just kind of flipped on and off like that.
That's awesome. And who is this book for? Who do you hope picks this book up and takes something away from it?
Initially, our target audience was younger girls because, like she said, we kind of had our younger sisters in mind. What would we want younger girls to know? Things that we struggled with, how did our faith carry us through, and how could we help them? But the more we kept writing, we realized that a lot of it was pretty general, and I feel like it's a really good book that anyone could use. Some of the prayers in there are more specifically for girls, but other than that, I would say it's pretty general.
So is it a daily devotional, or is it a weekly, or is it just kind of like a pick-up book and you just read through it?
So it's a 5-week study with 5 days in each week. Oh. 4 days you do on your own, and then the 5th day is actually what we called like a group time. Because in a Bible study that we had previously done together, we came together for group time, and we just loved the idea of girls getting together and being able to have those fruitful conversations. So that's kind of what the layout is.
Awesome. And why, how did you decide on that title?
Well, I don't really know. At first it was going to be called Bloom, because when we first picked out like the outline, we were like, okay, well, we want, at the end, like God's garden, where, you're blooming, coming up from growing and all of that. But I don't know, Flourish just kind of seems like the better option, just like our friendship flourished.
Yes.
That's so cool. If it sticks, it sticks. And where did this like heart for your faith in the Lord kind of come from and start? Where did that start for you guys?
I think for both of us, it's very family-based to start. We both grew up in Christian households. We had always gone to church, and it was obviously a big part of our lives, something we both enjoy and love. So
yeah, and I know you guys are kind of you're in a transitional period of life, heading off to college and kind of starting this kind of working life. I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunities to maybe hand out a book to these new people that you'll meet in your circles. So let's talk about how people can get their own copy of Flourish in God's Garden.
So we have an Instagram page, which is flourish.godsgarden, and we have a link there that you can fill out a form and just kind of basic information and how we can get the book to you. We've shipped books to multiple states besides Illinois, and you just fill out the link in our bio.
Awesome. And I see we have matching shirts on.
Yes.
They're so cute. What are these shirts?
So we decided to make these shirts for this charity event that we're going to this weekend, the rodeo in T-Town, and we just thought it would be something fun to do. There's this thing, we always say high five for Jesus, and then we high five. So we made shirts, and the back says high five for Jesus.
That's so cute. I want one. That's awesome. That's so good. Well, you guys are amazing. I feel inspired just hearing your journey and writing this book, and I hope that tons of people pick up their own copy. Best of luck to you guys as you maybe in the future we'll see more books from you guys. Maybe this is just the first of many. But best of luck as you head off to college and move, and as you kind of build this brand.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. If you are interested in picking up your own copy of Flourish in God's Garden, we'll connect you on how you can do just that on our website, CILiving.tv, after today's show.